We are live in Studio K with Twin Cities rapper and one of Radio K's very own, New Nova, and a member of his live band. How are y'all feeling coming off that performance?
You gotta say his name.
Well, I'm going to have him introduce himself in a second. Patience.
Oh, my fault. How I feel? I feel amazing. I feel incredible. I feel grateful. I feel stupendous. And it was really good. My throat kind of hurts, but yeah. How you feel?
I feel blessed, magnificent, splendiferous.
Oh, yeah, y'all know splendiferous? Is that like a short for splendid?
I feel that's a bit of a splendid and
we were talking about this yesterday.
There's some sort of other thing at the end there.
Splendiferous.
The iferous.
That's
I don't know where that comes from.
I don't know either.
It's like a nature thing.
Well, why don't you guys introduce yourself?
My name is Liam. I'm the guitarist for New Nova's live band.
Say your other name.
My other name?
Yeah.
Like what? You say it.
It's Glass.
There we go. What's your name?
My name is New Nova. I can't say my real name, but yeah. What do you want me to say? Introduce myself? Yeah, I'm 22. I'm graduating college this week. This is technically my grad week right now, May 15th. If you're listening on the radio, come to my graduation and use like one of the bullhorns. Well, it's my name. We gotta mock everybody. But yeah, I'm a rapper. I've been rapping for like 8 years, but I started rapping good like last year, so we count that.
Well, first of all, congratulations for graduating.
Thank you so much.
Why don't you tell us about the songs we just heard?
Okay, so I said a little bit in the beginning, but Stain was about when I got arrested when I was 15 at Cup Foods for shoplifting. I didn't shoplift. It's worse. My crime was worse than shoplifting. My crime was my friend. I'm not gonna say his real name. We call him Bahaji. That's not his real name, right? But he was like a veteran shoplifter, and he was like, "Yo, just let me use your backpack." So he just stuffed it in my backpack. That's even worse because I was like a foot taller than him at the time. I was 6 foot. He was 5 foot, maybe 4. But I'm not 6. I'm not even 6 foot right now. I don't know. But I got caught up like that. And my mom to this day, that's what we have with trust issues because it's worse. I wish she thought I was a criminal. She thinks like I'm like a follower loser, you know what I mean? And I'm like, but the thing is, I'm not gonna lie. I just lied to all of you guys watching home. I knew what I was doing. When I told my mom like as if I got betrayed, right, or I got misled. And then we had to go to counseling or whatever. And I'm not gonna lie, those people were wild and like they were like cutting tires. You know those type of people. I'm like, I didn't do nothing that bad. You know what I mean? And then my friend, he was there, and my mom was there because you have to come with your mom. And his mom was there. So my mom was so mad when she found out the guy that was peer pressuring me was 5 foot. Not even 5 foot. He was like 4'11". But yeah, so that's Stain. Yeah. I could go like lyric by lyric. I was gonna do like a genius breakdown. I was like, y'all don't get these bars. These are bars. You know what I mean? But then
stop the song in between.
I was thinking about doing that. The second song, yeah. Second song, so that one's out on a project called Nova Gorilla, and the second song is called Minnesota Emo. That's on Nova Rock. These names are kind of corny now I think about it. And then the third song was Cigarette Hoes. That's unreleased. And then the fourth song was First Class Ticket to Nova. When I made that song, it was like 5 a.m. to my grandma. My grandma is very important to me. I love my grandma. I was thinking about this when I was driving here because I had to wait 5 minutes because when I was driving, she goes to adult daycare and she had like a van, and then they take her out the van. So then it just would have been bad looks if I drove off. So I had to walk her up the. She knows how to walk. That's the thing. My grandma's more healthy than me. You know, she's like 85, but she got strong knees. She goes on a walk every day. But like I was just thinking like, damn, I'm living like a double life, you know what I mean? They were like, he's just a grandson. I'm like, I'm gonna put the mask on like Spider-Man. You know what I mean? But yeah, what you think?
About what, bro? What you think? Oh, I love them. They're all good. I love playing them. Love playing guitar for them. Shout out! I relate to the Cubs story though because when I was like younger, my boys will always steal from Cub mad too because they're low key easy to steal from. Like they be watching, but
we're not condoning.
No, we're not condoning.
We're not condoning
shoplifting. No, not at all. But that's just what happened. But yeah, there was that. I told you about the free cookies for kids, right? Where it was.
Why did you do that?
No, dude, because we went into the Cub, right? And it's like 2 a.m, 3 a.m, 24-hour Cub, and there was still like 8 cookies for kids, and we're like, yo, dude, there's no kids coming in, like, and also we were like 18, like we were basically kids, yeah. So took the
cut the mic. kind of mic. We don't condone stealing. We pay for everything. I actually pay extra.
Those are free, bro.
When I go to Cup Foods, I give a tip every time to the self checkout.
That's good looks.
Yeah, come on, self checkout tips.
So you performed at Studio K last month on 420 for our not live show, Vanguard.
Yeah.
And we're super happy to have you back for OTR. Like, how does it feel different performing live versus doing a pre-recorded thing?
Doing pre-recorded, it was just different songs. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously I had the band today, but then it was just like different songs, and I messed up mad times the Vanguard. You know what I mean? I don't think I even got the right version down, but it was also later in the day. I don't know if that matters, but that just like changes the orientation of how everything goes. But yeah, I was trying to with the song selections. I was trying to like I don't know the Vanguard. I got a project coming out University USA. I try to make all the songs be University USA. Good promotional tactic. And then that's the only difference really. Yeah.
Well, and you didn't have the live band.
I didn't have the band. Yeah.
And as far as I know, you don't have a band on any of your recordings.
No, not at all. Not
like
that's not even possible.
What inspired you to make the jump to having live instrumentation? And like, do you ever plan on rapping over just like the live instruments on a record?
So what inspired me was I'm thinking, should I glaze right now? Or? All right. So so what inspired me was my freshman year of college, right? When my freshman year, I talked about this on the song. Actually, you know what the song's title is called? Who Wanna Join My Band? That's what it's called. That's called Manifestation. That's why I love rapping. It's manifestation. You know what I mean? So 2023, I was a freshman in college, but I didn't go to the University of Minnesota. I went to Normandale Community College. My teacher told me that's 13th grade, right? She was like, yo, you going to 13th grade? The law of, Normandale, the slogan is like Normandale, home of the average. I didn't say that, right? But big ups. So we used to go to Somali night. I'm Somali. There's like Somali nights are popping. They're juking. They go crazy, right? Somali nights, and nobody that goes to the university, it's all people that do not go to college, that do not study books, anything, right? And everyone was there. It had like thousands of people. And then my friends went there. And then there was a Somali kid that was my age, actually younger than me. And he performed with a band, and that was super fire. My friends would kind of hate on it because he had the girls flashing lights and all that, you know what I mean? But I was like, this is hard, it's super hard. And it's just the idea that somebody could be from the same city as you and the Somali person, like, it's the first time so then I asked him, but the artist's named Son, by the way, he's blown up now, he's one of my favorite artists. But I DM'd him, I was like fanning out, I was like, bro, how'd you do that? That's crazy, bro. Like, what's your, how do you record at the house? Isn't your mom going to hear that? Because, Somali moms, they're not going to play that. And then, but I mean, I'm a different generation of people. I'm the oldest. I'm the youngest in my family. And so a lot of people my age, so their mom's like 20 years younger than my mom. Not saying my mom's old, but I love my mom. I love Hoya. But yeah, so that was really inspired me ever since that day, honestly. But then also, I go Minneapolis. There's not much of a rap scene as much. When you go to shows, there's a lot of great shows, and they all got bands. So I feel kind of goofy when you just go up there by yourself, just like. And then most rappers, even me, so most of the time, like it's like not even just a backing track. It's just the song. You just play the song. Like when you go to perform at a show, the DJ, he's just like, you have song on Spotify, and he just play the song on Spotify on the speaker, and then you just like talk over it, like, yeah, stand up, everybody jump. So I try to do that. Yesterday we had a show. We actually played with a band yesterday too. We had a show Underground Cafe.
Oh, fire.
And I went first because my best friend, shout out to him, congratulations, Z Zuhaib, he graduated college yesterday. So I left. I don't know. I gotta stop living this double life. I gotta commit. But I left the show early because I had to go to his graduation. So I performed like 6 o'clock. You know what I mean? I'm like opener. You know what I mean? Open the opens, right? So then we performed. We were with a band. But then sometimes I always feel out of place. I'm like, damn, we the only ones who did this. You know what I mean? But it was Aura. It was definitely Aura. What are your thoughts on that?
It was definitely Aura.
It sounds Aura.
It was really fun to be there. Thank you for everyone that popped out. What happened? Like, I swear, like, it was just chill vibes there. I feel like nothing crazy happened or nothing.
I don't know. The one guy, he was like, he tried to aura farm me. He was like, bro, you earned my respect yesterday, bro.
Oh wait, no, yeah.
Because I'm a terrible person, bro. When I'm on stage, like I just had, it's like when I play basketball. Like, I was low key like patronizing the crowd, which is messed up because the crowd was just my friends. So it was really like I was performing to nobody new. I was performing to straight friends. I was like, get off your phone. I was like, I turned into a loser, right? But then I gotta stop doing that because my friends understand that. But there's people that don't know me there, and they were like, yo, what's up with this dude? But that guy liked it. He was like, you earn my respect. You know what I mean? So yeah, big ups to him. He is when you search up his name on the internet, he got an AI overview. So like I don't know if that means he's famous, but then there was an uncle that was there, and hopefully he's not listening. But the uncle was like, bro, he rocks with you, bro. You're gonna be famous because he has an AI overview. I'm like, what? Big up to the unks. I'm sorry for putting you on blast.
Well, you're super prolific, right? You've put out 14 projects at least since 2014 or 2024.
Yeah.
And like, what does your recording process even look like, and how are you able to like make this much music?
So the prolific is because obviously my favorite artists, like new age artists, Uzi, Cardi, all these songs. It's crazy. They get like thousands of songs leaks, which is crazy concept. But then I start to see it as very endearing. Like, it's just like you making music as you like breathing. A lot of people, they make music like it's like an 8-hour, 10-hour thing. It's kind of like just breathing, which people say lower quality. But if you make a song every time you breathe, by 20 years, you're gonna be the best, right?
Yeah.
It's just math, right? At a certain point. But not saying that I do it math. I try to do it like every song has some type of purpose, even if it's kind of corny or like a meme or something. But my friend really inspired me. Preston Penn, he's the reason why I be rapping or anything. He used to make songs, and I'll make a song with him because that's how I started rapping. Really, like every bad rapper knows, you just hop on a better rapper song and then you just like put 10 seconds, you grind for 10 seconds, and you're like, oh, I made a great song today. So then those became my favorite songs, and then he would look at me like, he don't even remember the song because he made so many songs. And then he taught me how to punch in. That's where I really learned how to make songs quicker. I used to watch Lil Uzi, Juice WRLD, Playboi Carti. They had all these, they get tired of leaking, like Juice WRLD's dead, right, RP, and then they leaked all his songs. Now they leak his studio sessions. When I mean studio sessions, they leaked the whole like Pro Tools session of the song. So it's like a 2-hour session, and it's like every mistake they make, like every time, it's the whole recording. It's not like a video, it's straight audio. And they do this for all the songs. So like every Juice WRLD fan, they're psychotic, but every Juice WRLD fan, they'd be like, yo, what was your favorite Juice WRLD day? Like, what session was the best session he ever had? They know all the data and like where he was and everything. So I'm very fascinated by that, right? But then I start watching it. I'm like, it was very impressive, but it was like also like not. I won't say easy, but it's a lot easier than think. My friends, they all think like rappers going to the studio and then like whatever they were doing. Like Future was wearing Gucci flip flops. He walked in the studio. He made the song in one take, and then they thought that's how it goes. So it seems like impossible to be a rapper. But punching is very easy. So my recording process was back then. I don't say I have a strict family, but if I keep talking about my family, it's gonna sound strict, right? So it's not even a thought that I would say I can record music in my house, right? So I would usually do it like when my brother would go on trips. My brother goes on a lot of trips, right? He's rich, so he goes on a lot of trips, and when he go on trips, I take the whole basement to myself, right? And then I invite all my friends, and then when my friends leave, it's like my time to be a little creative and be a little weirdo and stuff, right? So that was very limiting. So sometimes I would do is like when I had work, but he had work earlier. So like in that 2-hour span, I would make a song like every Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 11. And you had to wake up at 9 a.m. to make a song. You know what I mean? Like you had to wake up. Like there's no other time. So then when I got to the university, I thought University USA album was very important to me because I was like, bro, I lived in Burnsville. I didn't even have a driver's license at the time. Very embarrassing. And then my thought process was basically like, when I go to University of Minnesota, that's the only time I could get out because I could take the bus. I could tell my mom I'm taking the bus. Not that I'm gonna do anything bad. I would take the bus, and then I put my microphone. I had a great idea. Put my microphone in the backpack. So I'm like, okay, but where am I gonna rap? I'm not gonna rap like in the bus. I don't know. So I tried a lot of things, but I recorded in the library. They have like study rooms that are noise proof. I'm not a bad person. They're noise proof mostly, like 95%. Like if you get just loud enough, or people hate on you, they'll be like, I can hear. Not anyone outdoors. The person in the other room can hear you sometimes, like very rarely. But that's why I record all my songs, basically every song since 2024. And that was like my ritual. So like every day after class, that's my reward. Like 4 hours. They only let you do 4 hours. Sometimes I illegally do 8 hours. But I shouldn't have said that. But yeah. So then it was just like, it wasn't even like I make a lot. I mean, I can make a lot of songs in one day, but just like you make 2 or 3 every day. And then the thing about it is I wake up 8 a.m. So the whole day I'm thinking about that song. You know what I mean? So it's a lot easier.
Yeah. Well, we're running pretty low on time,
My fault.
but you're geared up to release your new album, University USA, and I think it's like very obvious with how you've been promoting it, like that this record really means a lot to you. And I was wondering if you could kind of share that meaning with us.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, so no, it's super meaningful to me.
University USA. So I mean, it's very important to me because it's cool. Like when I was in high school, my main goal was like I gotta make a project that and I used to go by the name. I'm not gonna say the name. I used to go by Prince Honeybun. That's my real Instagram name, right? But I used to go by that name, and so my goal when high school was like I gotta make a project where someone in the school could listen to it, kinda. So that was my whole goal, and I made this project called Honeybun Phenom 3. Because I already had 6 projects at the time. That's how I met Preston, because I had like 7 projects on SoundCloud, and they all were terrible, and they all were an hour long. So he's like, I like the work ethic. He low-key big bro me in that way. We're the same age, right? But, you know what I mean? Shout out to Preston, right? But, so then, I always want to make albums. Like my favorite thing. Like my whole love of music is through the concept of an album. You know what I mean? Like most days, I have a playlist. We were playing that playlist today. We were playing, right? But we were just like albums. NBA Youngboy, AI Youngboy 2. We're going to talk about a great album. But albums are incredible. It's the concept. Like, it's my favorite art form. Like, it's way better than a movie. Way better than anything is an album. So I always wanted to make a good album. And I realized a couple years ago, like, I'm not at the level. I had to kind of like build myself up. That's why I'm doing EPs and all that, yada, yada. But then my idea was like, yo, you talk about your life. Obviously, no rap cap, whatever the rappers say. My life is really, I just go to college. I mean, most of my days is recording inside of a school, which is weird. But if you sauce it up a little bit, get kind of swaggy, you can make it sound nice. And but it's not really about college, you know. It's about like growing up, coming of age film. You know what I mean? From 18 to 22 years old, being in Minneapolis, having friends, having not friends. I don't know. But yeah, how long do you have left?
I'm about to ask you the last one.
Okay, what's it?
Well, there's one question that we ask everyone who comes into Radio K. If you could play a show, 5 artists, dead or alive, with anyone, who would it be?
Wait, so play a show, 5 artists, anyone, dead or alive?
Yeah.
Pick your bill.
Pick my bill.
Dream Bill.
NBA Youngboy.
Fire.
Who else you think, bro? Maybe.
All
All right, bet. I'm going Youngboy. I'm going. Like, I don't even know. Like, that's all I really want is Youngboy, right? It's like I don't need anyone else. But what, Swagzilla? That would be funny. Yeah, put him on there. Give me Logic, low key. That'd be funny. Give me Logic on the slip. Give me AJR. And then I really want Motley Crue, but they gotta be like now old. Like they gotta be like as old as they are now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a really basic answer. So of course myself, right? And then my friends. I'm lying. I'm lying. Okay, so like basic answer, like Prince, obviously, right? Prince. He gotta be wearing like those shorts that he was wearing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna describe it, but you know what I mean, right? Michael Jackson was when I was a kid, but Michael Jackson gotta have like one of them duets with Fabio Jackson, the Michael Jackson impersonator that did this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He gotta come in, 'cause I wonder what his opinion would be on Fabio Jackson. Right? I'm tapped in with the Michael Jackson cult fan base. We know, not that, but we know like the impersonator is not cool. I don't like him, but Lil Uzi Vert, Playboy Cardi combined, 1629. That was when I was 14 and 13. That was like my dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to my dad, but very much obviously. And then we gotta do him with Glass, and that's that 5 or 4. My friends too. My friends, this is all my friends, and they go take a turn because they all do one song. You know what I mean? I got like 15 friends that are all rappers, but they're not rappers that are friends. They're my friends that are rappers. It's different. I was saying that yesterday at the show. That's why I think people like, I think someone want to fight me because I was like, at the show, I was like, bro, I got real friends. Like, y'all not my real friends. Y'all just rapper friends. I got friend rappers. There's a difference. And they were like, what? People look at me like, what are you talking about? And that's a real story. They can back it up. That happened. So I gotta stop doing that. I got a hot mouth. But yeah.
Well, one final question. What do you have coming up? And I mean, album coming out. But aside from that, you have any shows? Anything else you're putting out?
Okay, so yeah, album coming out. I can't even give you a date because it's coming out this week though. Cause I gotta come out before I graduate. I graduate May 15th. I got a show May 22nd. I think I got 2 shows, but I don't know. We're still in progress. But May 22nd, back-to-back double header. Sheesh. All right. I'm putting this manifesting because this person, hopefully I can find this and I'm going to send it to him. I want to do like a graduation party, but like for myself, obviously, but not like my real human being self, but like my rapper self. So I want the theme to be like, y'all all come, we're going to have a cake. Y'all give me gifts. And I love gifts. But don't give me a gift card. That's so insulting. Just give me the money. Like at a certain point, you think I'm gonna do something like illicit with the gift card? No, just give me the money, or give me a gift, or just like I'd rather you give me a hand card at $25 Target gift card because I'm not gonna go to Target and scratch it. Like I look so broke, you know what I mean? So like just give me the money, or don't spend money. I'm actually a sentimental person. I'd rather you just draw me like a stick person and pretend that you took a long time on it. So that's my plan. I want that to be end of May, new Nova grad party. And I'm performing my Kappa gown. Last time I walked around my Kappa gown the other day. I just walked around with it, and they were like, I realized I look so goofy because they were like, they keep saying Hogwarts, Harry Potter. I'm like, nah, bro, that's not the thing I was going for. Like, but yeah, that's all I had to say.
Well, yeah, thanks so much for coming in. You've been listening to Radio K's very own New Nova on Radio K, Real College Radio.